Right, welcome everybody. Now, this one's a follow-on from the how to get your perfect harvest. So, now one thing I didn't mention in this is that the more you treat this land, the better your production will become. So your yield will get higher for every year that we go at it. And the more we treat our land fairly, the better we'll go, the better we'll be. So, we've got canola, 12,000 litres of canola. So let's have a look. If we're desperate for money, let's say. Yeah, in fact, yeah, so let's say we've not got 500 million and we're desperate for money. How much are we going to get for that canola? So per 1,000 litres, we will get at most £1,600. So we're probably looking at what, just shy of 20,000, just hit around about 20,000 in whatever currency you picked. So, I mean, fine. 20,000 is better than nothing. But we're going to have a look at how we can push the grain to go further. So let's just buy some land. In fact, let's buy the map. Right, so we're just waiting for the transactions to go through, but I can see a bird and it's just walking up and down a tree. Let's just keep our eye on that crow for just 2 seconds. Let's see if it'll do it again. No, it seems to have left itself where it is. Right, so back to the video. I feel like David Attenborough then. And there we see the wild crow next to the oak tree. Magnificent. But yeah, right, so back to the video. Right, so we're going to have a look at how we can turn a 20,000 profit into, say, 60, 70,000. And we can do that through productions. So the thing we can do with canola is we can turn it into canola oil, which would be beneficial. So let's have a look at how we can do that then. So first of all, we can either purchase the the oil mill that's already on the map. Now, which one is it? Is it over here? Over here? I think it is. That's grain mill, I think. That's animal dealership. Where on earth has it gone? We're just looking for this logo. A 1 megawatt biogas plant. I'd like that. Right, so I can't seem to find it anywhere. Let's just have a look. If you struggle to find it, we can always go to here. And then it's a farm shop and grain elevator, so it doesn't look like there is an oil mill on here. Let's have a look at sunflowers. Same applies. Right, so we've not got an oil mill. So let's make some room for an oil mill then. So we can probably bank on... We're not going to use every single field on this map. So that's going to be a definite. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to prepare some land so it's flat enough that we don't cause disruptions. We'll just have a look for a field that's relatively close to this. Or, better yet, since we've got so many bigger fields, we can probably dismantle all of this area and take it to the next level, basically. Right, so... yeah, so this field here, we'll probably just go into this menu, and we're going to want to treat the land first. So we go to construction, we go to landscaping, and then we just want it to go level with this. So let's increase the size, let's increase the shape, and the severity of it. So I want it to be around about this level. And I don't plan on doing sugar beets anytime soon as well, so that's nice to get rid of that. I mean, who wants sugar beets? They're a terrible item to harvest. Right, so that should be fine. So then we can go out and inspect it, and it's looking quite flat. We've done a good job. Right, so we've leveled it all off. So this is looking like perfect ground to place an oil mill. So we can go back to construction, and then we can go to productions, and we'll go to factories. We'll scroll across, see what we can find. So there's grain mill, but we do have one in the game, so we can use that one. If we do need more, then obviously we go and buy another one. But 80,000 for an oil mill, and it, as we can see, it contains olives, sunflowers, and canola. Then it produces olive oil, sunflower oil, and canola oil. All very useful for cooking. Right, so we want it to be. I'll probably want it side on. In fact, yeah, so it'll be around about here. So here we are. So we've got our oil mills now, and as we can see, natural oils. That's us. We are al natural. So now we're going to need something to transport our oil, our canola into this oil mill. So we're going to need a trailer, and we get that not in that menu. Is there anything in the second-hand market? You know, the cheaper the better. Nope. So we get a trailer, and we're going to be looking at a bigger yield next time than 12,000. So we're going to need something that will support the extra yield, and we'll go for something. 18,000 sounds quite appetizing, but I'd say 50,000 litres. That's quite nice. 26 grand. Oh wait, that's not a game version, that's my version. So let's just, I don't know. This one, 33,000 litres, looks good. There we are. Right, so we go to our tractor. So that's £38,000 down the drain. So again, it's becoming, again, expensive, I know, but it's for the greater good. Right, so then we'll take this trailer over to the silo. And the Massey Ferguson should have enough horsepower to pull this when it gets a bit full. So we want to scroll over to canola and let it fill up. And realistically, to have this operational all year round with just canola, we'll want to maybe about 150,000 litres of canola. Which sounds impossible, but it's really not when you've got precision farming. It's quite easy to achieve. Right, so let's add the canola to this. Now, if you want to roleplay it out, then you go over to this spanner over here, but if you want to just have quick, easy access, just paddle your way over to here, and it'll give you the same menu. But for the sake of the video, we'll go over here, and since I'm using a different productions menu, it'll ask me if I want to go to productions, do I want to go to storage. Oh, it's on the storage. But let's go here. Right, so we want to activate canola oil. So we press 2, we press the enter key, or we press A or X, depending on whether you're Xbox or Xbox or PlayStation. So yeah, we'll activate the canola, and what we'll see is over time, this will start filling with oil. As you can see, we've got 3 litres of canola oil already, and we can see that here in this side. And we want to change that to, oh, we don't want to do that. We want to change that to spawning. We can either do spawning, selling, distribution, or storing, which means it'll just all stay in there. But I like to put it as spawning. And then let's just speed up the time a little bit. Will this have an effect on it? So as we can see, it's sped up a bit now, and it's producing some canola oil. And as soon as that hits 1,000, it should realistically spawn a pallet. Right, so a few more hours have passed, and we have hit 1,000, and it's not letting me slow down my time. Bear with me. I mean, the longer it goes on fire, the better anyway. But let's put it back to ×5. So we've got 1 pallet in there now. So we'll need to move, since it's not spawning, I don't know what's happening. I think it's this extra productions development menu thing. I don't know, but what we're going to do is we're going to press spawn items, which is down here at the bottom, wherever my mouse may be on the screen. So spawn items is there. So we're going to spawn the items in. Oh, wrong button. So spawn pallets. Come on, spawn it. Oh, there we are. Right, so now we should have a pallet over here. All right, I've got large capacity pallets, that's why. Stupid. So yeah, 5,000 litres. So let's speed the time back up again then. Let's take 2. In fact, you know what? It would be easier if I just went to sleep. So let's run over to the house. Let's sleep it out. Now, if we did set it to selling as well, it does take a small deduction off you, but it means that incrementally you'll earn more money without actually doing anything. But yeah, let's sleep till 8 AM. Right, so property maintenance of $201.29 in production costs. So that's how much it's costing me in electricity and gas and stuff to keep that building operational. And has it used up everything yet? So not quite. So let's just skip forward. In fact, while we're waiting for this to build up, we do have some wheat in our silo as well, don't we? So let's go back to productions. Let's build one rather than buy one, because we can keep it close to our farm then. So if we go to factories, now we want the... I don't know why that menu just looks so weird there. But yeah, we kind of want to get a... what's it called? A grain mill. That'll start producing flour, which will help our extended oil plant. I don't want that because that's a bit too complicated. But is there something like this? Yeah, grain mill. Alright, so we'll put that one here. That one's 86,000. And this one shouldn't be far off producing a pallet. Oh wait, yeah, we're just a bit shy. So what we can do now is we'll go into the interactive menu and I'll just purchase some extra canola. So canola, buy. We'll just buy that. Now it's kind of cheating to do it this way, but I'm just doing it for the sake of the video. Right, so we do have our pallet there. Let's just turn time back to 5. We nearly struck midnight. And then we'll head over to the silo, because we do have wheat, and let's have a look at the base price for wheat as well. We got 8,000 litres of wheat, so it's not great. Right, so we'll dump this in here. We'll have a look at the price differences now. So let's just run over here. That's not going to start unloading. I keep forgetting that I've not got engine stop and start off. So we've got our pallet here with 5,000 litres, as we can see. It's looking nice. Canola oil. It's ready to sell on to a restaurant and used as frying oil. And then we'll just load this up into here. So let's have a look at the price of our canola now then. So canola, where are you? So we're looking at 1,800, 2,000 at the, or 1,700 at the oil mill, but it's mine, so I won't make any money off it. Right, so we've got oil, 2 grand for that. Or if we wanted to sell the canola oil, we're looking at 7,000 per pallet. Well, in fact, no, we're looking at about 34,000 for that pallet. So as we can see, we've earned like 3 times as much almost. And let's open the production menu for this, and we'll get the wheat going. Now, it's using 12,000 cycles per month, so that should actually be quite quick. So let's skip again. Let's just move this tractor out of the way because that'll start spawning pallets on top of the tractor. Now the product maintenance seems quite high, but that's because I just purchased some canola. And are we going to actually earn a pallet of this? Oh, well, it looks like we will. Right, so that's, I think, is pretty much finished. So let's just go back to 5. So it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and we've got 6,000 litres of flour. So that means we can go over here, and then we can spawn these items in. So 7 pallets. And then we should see that just drop to 0 now. Alright, it's because... So now we've got all these pallets of flour. And now let's go back to this menu. And we can have a look at our wheat. So top price 914, 1,000 at the train mill. And let's have a look at our wheat, wherever it may be. Flour. So yeah, we've got 1,500, so we're still earning extra. So we can take it to the farmer's shop and earn extra cash. Or we can start venturing into other avenues, so we can start looking at maybe cow farming. So we can start earning milk, make butter, make cakes, make bread. Yeah, take it to the bakery. We can bake some bread with this. Right, so back to the production menu again. I'm sorry, we keep going back to this production menu. And we're going to go to the bakery this time. Right, so for 50,000, we can put this into here. So let's transport our goods. Now, normally we would use a forklift, but I mean, I can't be bothered. Just as easy to just throw these. And we can see that we've got our flour in there. So we've got 5,999 litres of flour for some reason. So open productions menu, we can start making bread. Now to make bread, all we need is flour. If we want cakes, then we all need all the other ingredients. Let's start producing these. And then what we also need to do is turn this off. And also turn this off, that way we can save a bit of extra money. And then we can see that we're making bread. So let's just speed time up again. Oh, and in fact, I forgot to mention that for every 2 bread, for every 2 litres of flour, we make 1 litre of bread. But also, while this is going through the motions, let's just have a look at this again. So flour, we're looking at 1,500. Bread, we're looking at 4,000. Cake is exponentially higher. And this is normal difficulty for economic mode as well. So, you know, it's more than double the price. So what more could we ask for? And let's just go over to the production points. It's just like a shortcut key rather than navigating all kinds of stupid menus. And as we can see here, we've got all of our bread, and the passerbys on the road can see this as well. So open productions menu. Let's spawn in. So we got what? About 6,000 litres of flour. So that would have given us... how much is it going for? 1,600 times 6. So it'd be about 8,400 in total. And we're not sure how much bread, but it's going to be much more than 8,400, I think. In fact, let's add a sell anything container as well. That way we can just not have to fanny around with transportation. Where's my cell? Anything? Right, so our production has finally used up all of its flour. And we've got nearly 3,000 litres of it, so we're looking at how much money? 4,730, which is still considerably higher than that. So what we want to do is we just want to spawn them in. And then OK that. And we want to open up that productions menu again, and it's saving the computer again. Right, oh, bollocks. I don't know why it spawned me over here, but we have 3,000 litres of bread in here. And then let's just open up the dev menu and then set money to 0. So this is our first major sale. And what would have been about £7,000 has turned into 14,000. So again, that's fantastic. And then we've also got our canola oil that we can sell, which means we can push that around. And now this singular pallet will make me a considerable amount of money. And there we go, 39,000 from one pallet. It's using extended capacity though, but yeah, that's making your grain go the extra mile. So if you have learnt anything from this video, please give a like, subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next side where we'll start looking at animal pens and how we can turn them into a huge profit. That would be an interesting thing. We'll start with sheep because they're low maintenance, and then we'll move over to the more complicated cows and horses. That should be fun. So until next time, take care, and I'll see you again soon.